We have requested Dr. Fauci as a guest because I want him to have to discuss natural immunity with us in some significant detail. The requirements that are put in place for vaccination for employers of over 100 people are currently being written by OSHA, so we don't really know exactly what they are going to say or when they will be official. It could be 3 to 4 weeks from now. But this is massive. This is significant. A lot of you out there, I just shared the serology results from England where 98% of people have been exposed to COVID. Many European countries allow you to have a vaccine passport, but also they will allow you, if you have had COVID and recovered from it, to not be required to get the vaccine because it would then make no sense. Given the fact that even the CDC now admits that around 100 million Americans, and it's probably low, have had COVID and recovered from it so far. Why in the world would people like Buck and I, and many of you out there listening to us right now, not be able to use those antibody tests as evidence, with considering, arguably, based on the Israeli data, we are far more safe having had natural immunity even than vaccinated immunity? Well, Dr. Fauci was asked about this on CNN by Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and guess what? Despite only talking about COVID for basically 19 months now, Fauci didn't have an answer. Listen to this.
There was a study that came out of Israel about natural immunity, and basically the headline was that natural immunity provides a lot of protection, even better than the vaccines alone. What are people to make of that? So as we talk about vaccine mandates, I get calls all the time. People say, I've already had COVID, I'm protected, and now the study says maybe even more protected than the vaccine alone. Should they also get the vaccine? How do you make the case to them?
You know, that's a really good point, Sanjay. I don't have a really firm answer for you on that. That's something that we're going to have to discuss regarding the durability of the response. The one thing the paper from Israel didn't tell you is whether or not, as high as the protection is with natural infection, what's the durability compared to the durability of a vaccine. So it is conceivable that you got infected, you're protected, but you may not be protected for an indefinite period of time. So I think that is something that we need to sit down and discuss seriously, because you very appropriately pointed out it is an issue, and there could be an argument for saying what you said.
No, it's actually clear. It's not just there's an argument. Notice what he says is we don't know how long, how the duration, the durability of natural immunity. They don't know the durability of the vaccine immunity other than it's short. It doesn't last long. That's why we need boosters. And when he says there's a study out of Israel, what they mean is they looked at the data, and the data very clearly shows natural immunity is more protective than vaccinated immunity. So Fauci is hanging his hat on the total theory here, because otherwise we should be very clear what the conclusion is, that, Clay, maybe the natural immunity goes away even faster than vaccinated immunity. Bull.